and we're just going to get right to it. I don't know how many of you watching are kids or how many aren't, but if you have any kids or you know any kids or you are kids, then keep watching. And if you think music for kids sounds boring, then turn the channel somewhere else. Turn off your computer, do something else. And my toddler, who is still asleep, actually really misses taking the train because we don't take the train anymore because that's where the virus is spreading. So here's a song about trains that we wish we were still taking. And I can see all your comments too if you're commenting on any of the platforms you might be watching on. So feel free to say something or tell your parents to say something. And like that. I live in the city. I travel on the subway. That's how I get around. Usually once or twice a day. It can be kind of dull till one day that all changed. When I was riding on a roller coaster train. I don't know quite what happened, but something surely did. The businessman beside me and his coffee flipped its lid. Normal operations just went right down the drain. When I was riding on a roller coaster train. Subway just go straight ahead, but that day it went side to side and around it quickly sped. Suitcases were flying, they came down like the rain when I was riding on a roller coaster train. It was not a good day to be eating chicken soup, cause that train went up and it went down and then it did a loop. I swear to you that morning was really quite insane when I was riding on a roller coaster train. First it turned a corner, then it turned around. Next thing we all knew we were upside down. Someone's groceries were airborne, out flew a candy cane when I was riding on a roller coaster train. Coffee on my pants, chicken soup upon my cheek. By the time the subway stopped, I felt just a little weak, and there was a woozy feeling somewhere in my brain when I finally got off of that roller coaster train. And I take requests as long as it's a children's song. Hello. We have other kids around here. And let's see. What song should we do now? Oh, we'll do this one. This is a time things are stressful for a lot of people out there. Children and adults. A lot of the grown-ups are out of work, wondering where they're going to get their money from to pay for everything. I say we all become pirates. I went outside one day and a man was standing there. He had a great big beard and lots of hair. He said, won't you come down to the shore and join my jolly crew? We'll wander around the world beneath the skies of blue. We'll sail upon the seven seas, travel near and far. Take from the rich and give to the poor and say har 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 har. We'll go out on the ocean And when the coast is clear, we'll eat birthday cake. Each day of the year, we'll land on a little island. Then we'll form a choir, blow on whistles and kazoos, and dance around a fire. We'll sail upon the seven seas, travel near and far. Take from the rich and give to the poor, and say har, 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 har. That's a pirate ship. If we see the Navy, we will shout with pride. We are scary, hairy pirates, so you better run and hide. We'll stamp our feet upon the floor and our peg legs too. We'll take your stolen treasure, 'cause that's what pirates do. We'll sail upon the seven seas, travel near and far. Take from the rich and give to the poor, and say har, 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 har. We'll sail upon the seven seas, travel near and far. Take from the rich and give to the poor, and say har, 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 har. But I think, the weirdest thing about being home so much of the time and not seeing other kids is that the best thing about school is other kids. So I don't know, we're not big fans of this remote learning. We're fans of hanging out with other kids. And we don't like it that we're all having to be alone with each other. We like each other, but we like to be with other kids, and the other kids aren't here. And we hope that school starts up a bit when it's safe and we can all be playing with other kids again. Because that is the best thing about school, is other kids. They don't mention that so much, it seems like. It seems worth mentioning. There's a song about what you can do with those other kids. If you got a problem, you deal with it collectively. I went to play at the playground, to do things I like so much. Run with my friends, play make-believe, swing on the swings and such. But this morning I went to the playground, and bullies were guarding the swings. They knocked over the slide, dumped out the sandbox, took away all of our things. This playground is run by bullies, and they're all so big and mean. But this playground was made for all of us, and we're gonna change this scene. Well, all of us were scared of the bullies. They were so big and we were so small. Till somebody said if we organized, we could be 10 feet tall. We stood on each other's shoulders, put blankets over our heads. We looked like monsters and we roared like lions, and those bullies ran home and hid under their beds. This playground was run by bullies, and they're all so big and mean. But this playground was made for all of us, and we're gonna change this scene. Well, we got that playground back, but then we looked across the street, saw the sewage plant belching out smoke, poisoning the ground under our feet. It's giving us all asthma, and the hour is getting late. So we marched across the way, and we blocked that factory gate. 'Cause this world is run by bullies, and they're all so big and mean. But this world was made for all of us, and we're gonna change this scene. This world is run by bullies, and they're all all so big and mean. But this world was made for all of us, and we're gonna change this scene. But, well, not but. I mean, I don't know what, but let's see. We'll sing a song about butts, but wait a sec here. Anybody saying something along these comments here? Okay. My baby is trying to detune the guitar, so if the guitar goes out of tune, blame her. She was also trying to play the keyboard in who knows what key, but we'll see. It's collaborative effort. What's your name? This is Koto. And her mother, Reiko, in the shadows. And there's Utah over there. He's just waking up, though. It's on the West Coast. It's just after 10 o'clock in the morning. We don't usually sleep that late, but sometimes. I'm from Seattle, and I'll tell you my tale. I grew up by the water, I was born in a pail. I'm a dung beetle, just like my friends, but sadly that's where the similarity ends. I'm a dung beetle, that normally means I would eat dung, not carrots or beans. Yes, my friends all eat dung, they eat it all day. But I had to find a different way, 'cause I'm a dung beetle who's allergic to poop. I feel so left out, I just sit there and droop. They tease me for being so out of the loop, 'cause I'm a dung beetle who's allergic to poop. We walk through the woods and we come to a bog. There's a cow pie right next to a log. All the other dung beetles jump onto that thing, while I sit and eat berries and mournfully sing. I'm a dung beetle who's allergic to poop. I feel so left out, I just sit there and droop. They tease me for being so out of the loop, 'cause I'm a dung beetle who's allergic to poop. One time we were walking and we found a whole herd of cows who had produced some really fine turd. My friends all went wild, I could only stare and think about how life just isn't fair. 'Cause I'm a dung beetle who's allergic to poop. I feel so left out, I just sit there and droop. They tease me for being so out of the loop, 'cause I'm a dung beetle who's allergic to poop. Yes, I'm a dung beetle who's allergic to poop. Now who's that? Uh-huh. We have Balloon. Balloon. Who are we talking about? Where is that? Huh? He just snuck in here with a balloon. Good. We're doing a concert for quarantined children. Or you don't have to be quarantined to be in on this concert. But a lot of you are, right? I mean, who isn't? I don't know. Somebody watching maybe in China, maybe you're out and about, but it's 3 in the morning, so whoever's watching is probably quarantined. Some babies like to ride and some babies like to ride in strollers, other babies like to ride in cars. Some babies like to ride on pogo sticks, other babies like to get pickled in jars. Some babies like to get wrapped in towels and drag around a rag. My baby likes to get right inside, get carried in a bag. A baby in a bag, baby in a bag, baby in a bag. Baby in a bag, baby in a bag, baby in a bag. Some babies like to ride a bike, they think that that's just swell. Others like to try unicycles, but it usually doesn't go so well. Some babies like to fly a jet at 10,000 feet. My baby likes to sit between the carrots and the beets. Yeah, baby in a bag, baby in a bag, baby in a bag. Baby in a bag, baby in a bag, baby in a bag. Some babies like to ride on top of a speeding train. Other babies like to jump in puddles running in the rain. Some babies like to swing on vines and go from tree to tree. My baby likes to sit on top of a bunch of frozen peas. Baby in a bag, baby in a bag, baby in a bag. Baby in a bag, baby in a bag, baby in a bag. Baby in a bag, baby in a bag, baby in a bag. Baby in a bag, baby in a bag, baby in a bag. Oh, it's a pirate. I mean, no, a dragon. What's the difference? Pirate dragon. That's it could be a pirate dragon. Let's do a song about punk rock babies. See, the songs I do for kids are usually different from the songs I do for grown-ups, but not always. It's getting warm in here. Open the door there. This dragon is eating my guitar. Look at this. How are you supposed to play when the dragon's eating your guitar? Good thing he's not breathing fire, because then he could be melting the guitar. Or burning it. He's kind of a friendly dragon. When I came out of my mama, they cut my umbilical cord. I said, hey man, what are you doing? And I let out a mighty roar. I got my first piercing when they stabbed me with a pin. Pumped me full of something and hit me in the shin. Ever since that moment, I've just been full of scorn. I've been a punk rock baby since the day that I was born. I got my first mohawk at the age of 1. Stole my old man's razor and then the job was done. I got a leather jacket at the age of 2. Put spikes all over it with some super glue. I started scratching at my pants until they were all torn. I've been a punk rock baby since the day that I was born. I picked up my first electric guitar at the age of 3. Turned the volume up just as high as it could be. I yelled into the mic about all the things I felt, about the toxic sludge and the cards we'd all been dealt, about this nasty world that made me angry and forlorn. I've been a punk rock baby since the day that I was born. I dropped out of nursery school at the age of 4. I said, hey, this place is boring. I am going out the door. I headed straight downtown, sat down in the park, met some other punks, stayed out till way past dark. Partied till the dawn, came back home in the morn. I've been a punk rock baby since the day that I was born. I moved into a squat at the age of 5. Behind the barricades I waited for the cops to arrive. I climbed onto the roof and said, here's where I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna be a rebel until I'm old and gray. Between the toes of your establishment, I'll always be a thorn. since the day that I was born. I've been a punk rock baby since the day that I was born. One of the things about spending so much time at home is you hopefully learn to have a good time doing things that are normally kind of boring. And sometimes the most fun you can have is just hanging around at home. Although that might seem strange to think about now that you're tired of hanging around home all the time, but this is a song about what you can do with a porch and a chair. Papa's in the kitchen making some eggs. Hannah is her bedroom sleeping. Our neighbor next door's making coffee. I can smell it steeping. I'm sitting here with my monkey. We make such a mighty pair. Sitting by the window, rocking in a rocking chair. Oh, rocking, rocking, rocking in a rocking chair. Oh, rocking, rocking, rocking in a rocking chair. That's my brother jumping on the couch, going up and down and up and down. That's my sister riding the tricycle, going round and round and round. Me, I'm on the front porch with my fingers in my hair, clapping with my feet, rocking in a rocking chair. Oh, rocking, rocking, rocking in a rocking chair. Oh, rocking, I'm rocking in a rocking chair. That woman walking to the house, she's delivering the mail. She does that every day, walking on the mail trail. She came up to the house, how are you, I said. Fine, she replied, but I'd rather be rocking there instead. Oh, rocking, rocking, rocking in a rocking chair. Oh, rocking, I'm rocking in a rocking chair. Rocking, rocking, rocking in a rocking chair. Oh, I'm rocking in a rocking chair. It's but of course what's happening other than possibly rocking in their rocking chair while you're at home is your parents are probably spending a lot of time doing stuff on their computers and being all stressed out anytime you talk to them. And I wrote a song about that too. But it's kind of a song that shows how old I am, and I'm very old. You can tell by the gray hair, you know. But when I was a kid, there weren't computers, actually, in people's houses. But by the time I was a teenager, there were computers in a lot of people's houses, including mine. Although my mother didn't like it at all, and she made my father keep the computer in the basement, which got really damp and cold. So it was like if you wanted to do anything on the computer, you were kind of being punished by being in the cold, damp basement. But that was how it was. But back then, the computers didn't have batteries in them either. They didn't have laptops yet. And so if you didn't want the computer to be on, you could turn it off, and there were different ways to do that, including by just pulling the plug, which would make the computer just go off. Which really makes people upset when you do that. So I'm not saying you should, but now it's kind of hard to do anyway because the computers don't go off when you unplug them. So you have to work harder. I got up one morning, walked around the house, walking on my tippy toes quiet as a little mouse. The place was very quiet, except for a certain sound. By the time I got upstairs, that sound was all around. I said, "Good morning, Papa. It's a brand new day." But he did not reply. No, he didn't even look my way. He stared at his computer like it was the last one in this town, and his fingers kept on moving up and down and up and down, going tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap. I said, "Hey, Dad, you know what? It's so sunny right outside. We could go out for a walk, a swim, or a bike ride. Are you just gonna sit there and tap, tap, tap all day? Are you just gonna sit there and tap your life away? Going tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap." Well, he just kept on tapping as if I wasn't there. He just looked in front of him with that same old tired stare. Well, I finally had it up to here, and I walked across the rug, reached over to the socket, and I pulled the plug. No more tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap, tappity tippity, tappity tippity, tappity tippity tap. So that's tappity tippity. I don't know what it's like for you out there, but for me and other people in this particular situation, it is kind of weird doing songs where nobody claps at the end. That's one of the weirdest thing about the internet. One of the many weird things about the internet. I can't see you guys, whoever you are out there. I don't know where you are, how many there are, but you just have to imagine. A lot of imagination going on these days. A lot of imagination. And that's a very good thing. Your imagination is a wonderful place to be, or it can be, It can be the best place to be sometimes. Sometimes you can just look in the backyard, the nearest tree that you might have around. Find a whole lot of interesting things in that tree. There's a chipmunk chewing on an acorn. There's a blue jay chewing on a worm. Leaves are falling from the treetops, landing on the ground with a squirm. There's a cat sitting on a fence. He says meow, meow, meow. He's a white cat with black spots, and we all call him Cow. If I want to find excitement, it's not very hard. It's all happening around me right here in my backyard. There's a wind blowing in the trees. It says woo, woo, woo. There's a train calling in the distance. It says choo, choo, choo. You can see the people inside it as the train is passing by. They all wave back at me beneath the cloudy sky. If I want to find excitement, it's not very hard. It's all happening around me right there in my backyard. There's a swing, swinging back and forth. There's a seesaw going up and down. I could just stay there all day long. It's the best backyard in town. The doggy next door is howling. He says, ooh, that's just what he does when a train goes by. I don't know about you. If I want to find excitement, it's not very hard. It's all happening around me right there in my backyard. I want to find excitement. It's not very hard. It's all happening around me right there in my backyard. Right there in my backyard. Let's see. We'll get into standard tuning again. I have all these songs in a songbook. If anybody wants a songbook of these children's songs, you just email me. I'll send them to you. You can listen to them on that website there on the screen, piratechorus.com. And then next time you can sing along with me. Some of you might be doing that already, which is to be encouraged. I wish I could hear you singing along with me, but can't. That's how it goes. I guess we could try doing this some other way where we could all hear each other, but then that could be a problem too. I don't know. The internet. But anyway, this is a song about getting hurt, which happens to all of us, but it happens to little kids more often. Like my little 1-year-old, she's just learning how to walk, and so when you're just learning how to walk, you fall over a lot. I was sitting on my daddy's shoulders, to the hot springs we were bound. He tripped and I fell off, now I'm lying on the ground. Owie, 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 ow. Owie, 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 ow. I was looking out my window, sitting on the windowsill. When the wind blew, I fell out and I took quite a spill. Owie, 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 ow. Owie, 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 ow. I was swinging on the swing set, swinging up so high that I fell off it. Now I think I'm gonna cry. Owie, 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 ow. Owie, 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 ow. I was playing by a coconut tree. Watch out, somebody said. That coconut fell from way up there and landed on my head. Owie, 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 ow. 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 Oh, there's a dragon again. Hello, dragon. There's a dragon. Let's see here. I have all these songs on my screen here because I don't remember them all in my head. But it's, oh, here we go. We'll do that one. How about? Don't know what the weather's like where you are, but where we are today, it's nice, cool, sunny. But the other day it was so windy and foggy, rainy. And actually, I like those days the best. Unless they go on for weeks and weeks and weeks, then I miss the sun. It's so windy. Branches blowing down, it's so windy. Leaves are blowing round, it's so windy. And I just want to sit here and watch the wind with you. It's so rainy, It's coming down in sheets, it's so rainy. Puddles in the streets, it's so rainy. And I just wanna sit here and watch the rain with you. It's so foggy, you can see it rolling by. It's so foggy, it's blocking out the sky. It's so foggy, and I just wanna sit here and watch the fog with you. It's so windy, branches coming down. It's so windy, leaves are blowing round. It's so windy, and I just wanna sit here and watch the wind with you. I think a lot of people have been adopting animals while they've been stuck at home, and we don't have any pets here. There's no animals other than small dragons allowed in the apartment, and humans, small humans. But I used to travel all the time playing music for kids and grown-ups, and before I imagine I'll be doing that again sometime soon in the next few years, I hope. But for now, we're all stuck at home a lot, and why was I talking about? There was a reason I was talking about all that traveling. It was somehow related to this next song. But that's why I never got a dog, you know, because I like, what do you do with the dog when you're traveling all the time? You know, it's just like you can't take the dog in the plane, and you know, or the dog doesn't like to go in the plane. But I grew up with a dog, and I love dogs, and I wrote a song about being a dog. If I was a dog, if I was a dog. Oh yeah. If I was a dog, I'd scratch my belly, scratch it with my paw. It would be the furriest belly that you ever saw. Doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy 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 doggy, ruff ruff. If I was a dog, I would lay down on the floor. I'd roll around and scratch my back, and then I'd bark at the door. Doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy doggy, doggy 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 doggy, ruff ruff. If I was a dog, I'd lick your face, and it would taste so good. I'd lick your face, and then I'd chew on a piece of wood. Doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy doggy, doggy 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 doggy, ruff ruff. If I was a dog, I'd wag my tail and pant on top of your head. At the end of the day, I'd lay down beside you in your bed. Doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy 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 doggy, ruff ruff. Doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy doggy, ruff ruff, doggy 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 doggy, ruff ruff. I think the dragon's barking too. Oh good, the baby's gonna help me retune the guitar. Some of these songs have animated videos done by a wonderful Norwegian animator named Bjorn Magni Stusdal. my favorite is the one for this song. I'm gonna fly up in the sky. I'm gonna fly up in the sky. Gonna fly up in the sky. Gonna fly so high. Gonna fly above the moon. I'm gonna fly above the moon. I'm gonna fly above the moon. I might not come back soon. Gonna fly way out to Mars. Gonna fly way out to Mars. I'm gonna fly way out to Mars. Just me, Mars, and the stars. Gonna head up to Saturn's rings. Gonna head up to Saturn's rings. Gonna head up to Saturn's rings. Gonna see all kinds of things. I'm gonna spin through space to Pluto. Gonna spin through space to Pluto. Gonna spin through space to Pluto. So many places I'll go. I'm gonna dance upon the frozen ground. I'm gonna dance upon the frozen ground. Gonna dance upon the frozen ground. Dance, dance all around. Gonna look back at Earth, it's green and blue. Gonna look back at Earth, it's green and blue. Gonna look back at Earth, it's green and blue. Gonna look right back at you. I'm gonna fly back home, go to bed. Gonna fly back home and go to bed. Gonna fly back home and go to bed with a pillow underneath my head. It's sort of one of those trick songs where you fall asleep at the end, you know. We got other songs like that. Let's see. Another one related to flying. Last night I dreamed I lay in bed and an owl came to my windowsill. She spread her wings, touched my cheek. That dream I remember still. She touched me and I floated up, drifted with the breeze out the window through the air, just above the trees. From up above I looked below, saw my family. Then we flew off into the night, just that owl and me. That owl and I went through the clouds. Oh, we flew so high, around the moon and back again, just that owl and I. The owl said, "Hoo," and then standing in my room, looking out the window at the shining of the moon. I went to bed and closed my eyes, slept all through the night, dreamed of the moon and how it was such a beautiful sight. Oh, good idea. I'm getting song suggestions here. We have to do that. This is my teenage daughter's least favorite song. She claims. I think she actually likes it secretly. Whether you have a virus or a cold or the flu or pneumonia or allergies, or just you wake up on the wrong side of the bed in the morning, you might get a runny nose. And if you get a runny nose, you're going to have boogers, which they call bogies in England. In case anybody's watching from England and you don't know what a booger is, it's a bogey. And then you got to do something with them. And often they end up all over the place, as you know. I came down with cold now, it's getting mighty old. I'm so tired of feeling this away. I don't know what to do, I just wish it would be through and I could just wake up another day. I'm just dragging all around, I get up and then fall down. Being sick really is no fun. But what makes me feel so grimy is how everything gets slimy as my nostrils just run, run, run. I got boogers in my nose, I got boogers in my toes, I got boogers, boogers, boogers in my hair. I got boogers in my cheeks, they've been sitting there for weeks. I got boogers, boogers, boogers everywhere. As the days went by, I began to wonder why it had to be me to have this curse. When I hoped things would get better, they just got slimier and wetter. Oh yes, and the boogers just got worse. 'Cause I got boogers in my nose, I got boogers in my toes, I got boogers, boogers, boogers in my hair. I got boogers in my cheeks, they've been sitting there for weeks. I got boogers, boogers, boogers everywhere. Someday this'll end. I'll make it round the bend, and I won't have this stupid cold no more. But until that good day comes, I'll be dripping from my gums, and my boogers will be running out the door. I got boogers in my nose, I got boogers in my toes, I got boogers, boogers, boogers in my hair. I got boogers on my cheeks, they've been sitting there for weeks. I got boogers, boogers, boogers everywhere. I got boogers in my nose, I got boogers in my toes, I got boogers, boogers, boogers in my hair. I got boogers in my cheeks, they've been sitting there for weeks. I got boogers, boogers, boogers everywhere. What else? This is, I don't know when, we're going to be flying around the world and stuff like I used to do all the time. But one thing we will be able to do is travel around on land, and maybe it's just going to be time to get a camper van, which I always wanted to do my entire life. Since I was actually 3 years old, I've wanted to have a camper van. And actually, when I was 3 years old, my mother tells me that I told her that when I grow up, I would be living in a camper van, and I asked her if I could park the van in her driveway. And so I already was making plans for moving into a camper van when I was 3. I did live in a van for a long time when I was traveling around playing music all the time. But I also slept in people's houses, and but I never actually had an actual camper van. The camper van I would like is one with a pop top, so that when you park it, you can have a little fresh air. And so I don't have a camper van, but I wrote a song about having a camper van. Some kids go to school, and I think that's okay, but it seems awfully boring to me sitting there all day. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I think I know the score. But I know what I want to do. I have got a plan. I'll travel around the world in my daddy's camper van. At home things can get dull. Walking in the park, reading stories before bedtime, turning lights out after dark. On the road it's different. We stay up late at night, gazing at the stars and sleeping 'neath the moonlight. I know what I want to do. I have got a plan. I'll travel around the world in my daddy's camper van. We'll travel to the mountains and ride on to the sea. Walking in the forests, just my dad and me. We'll go to the cities with people all around, and we'll go skipping with coyotes in the hills outside of town. Yeah, I know what I want to do. I have got a plan. I'll travel around the world in my daddy's camper van. I know what I want to do. I have got a plan. I'll travel around the world in my daddy's camper van. Well, I'm going to do one more song here, and I hope everybody who's been tuning in has enjoyed the show. It'll be archived on YouTube and in a podcast as well. You can search for This Week with David Rovix, and you'll find it in podcast form soon. And on my YouTube channel, it'll be under Discussions with David, and maybe somewhere else. I'll put it somewhere else. Children's section. And the way we're going to get through this situation is the same way we'll get through any other kind of situation that we face as people, which is through cooperation. Not through competition. I was hanging with my friends. We were by a lake. Seemed like a perfect place to take a little break. We wandered around the lake. Then we came upon a boat. We thought that we might just see if it might float. I was trying hard to push it, but that boat wouldn't budge. Then 2 of us were pushing it, trying very hard to trudge, but that boat wasn't moving. Till I came up with a plan. We'll all push it in together. Together, yes we can, if we all push together. If we all push together. If we all push together, we can take this boat to sea. We got that boat into the water. But when I tried to make it go, the thing just went in circles no matter how much I did row. But when we got it all together with 2 oars on either side, we were really cruised. We had such a good old ride when we all rowed together. When we all rowed together. When we all rowed together, we can take that boat to sea. We came upon an island, thought we'd spend the night, go back home the next day. By the morning light, now we knew what to do to bring that boat back onto land. We all grabbed the rope, pulled together, hand in hand. If we all pull together, if we all pull together, if we all pull together, we can take that boat to shore. If we all pull together, if we all pull together, if we all pull together, we can take that boat to shore. And thanks for listening, everybody. Keep on keeping on. From me and Koto and Reiko and Utah and the dragon puppet and everybody else around here. Greetings, especially to all you folks who are my son Utah's former classmates at Kinone. Hello to all of you. Hope we see you again soon in person, not just on the screen. Oh, yeah, really? Yeah. We're done, huh? Done with this? Okay. Oops. She says we're done. Bye-bye.